Dennis Kutrieb after Bromley 5, Ebbsfleet 1. Dennis, talk us through how you're feeling after that one. Obviously, in the end, it's a big defeat for your side, but after 25 minutes or so, we were talking about how well you'd started the game.
Yeah, these are exactly my words. So you literally took the words out of my mouth. So I would say 25 minutes, we had a good game, we had a great game. That would be something usually I would say we can build on that because this was really good. We were on top of they are second in the league for a reason, and we were on top of them. But obviously a game is 90 minutes, not 25. And everything after was just poor. Honestly, our defending is shocking. I'm fuming, honestly. I'm really fuming because that's just not good enough. So there's no chance for us to find any excuses to say like, oh yeah, we tried this, we tried that, and whatever. If you make individually mistakes in this level, especially against a good side like Bromley, you get punished, and we got punished a few times today again for stupid, silly mistakes, which we can't afford, especially in the situation where we are in. Only positive thing for me today, the first 25 minutes, and our fans standing there in the rain, and they're the only two things from today.
I mean, going towards half-time, you had a little sort of mini resurgence. What did you kind of say to them at half-time? Because you weren't in that changing room for very long.
Yeah, exactly. Because I said if we don't start to play men's football, if we don't start to fight as a team and fight together individually, because there was one adversity when we made a mistake. Yes, they scored a goal, but since then we collapsed and we let them score another one shortly before halftime. That's just not good enough, and that's where we need to grow. We need to grow, and we need to show something, and we need to show a little bit more heart and desire to say like this is not happening. Because, and that's what I tell them every single time, mistakes are so natural, and they are typically in football, because otherwise you wouldn't see any goals. So everyone makes mistakes on the pitch, but that you get with one little thing so much out of the game and so much out of control, that's not possible, especially with our quality in the side, like experience when I speak about quality, because I don't have, Bromley is a young side, so if I would have a young side, I would say, sorry boys, I know you're not used to it, you don't have the experience to how with adversities, but our squad with so much experience, they know exactly how to deal with adversity and with if things are going against you, but we just collapse, and that's not good enough.
Yeah, and you obviously said what you wanted to say to them at half time, and that was it. And obviously the way it started second half was, probably the opposite of what you were trying to tell them at the break.
Yeah, exactly. So we conceded a stupid goal from a set piece over the second phase where we're just not there. We're sleeping. I don't know where we are, but we're sleeping. So we know how good they are from set pieces. We defended over both games. I think we defended the set pieces very well. This is the positive thing as well, which I can take, but it doesn't help because they still scored more than enough goals against us, and we didn't get any points out of it. And from this point of view, that's the point. It's good to have 25 minutes when you play well. It's good when you defend set pieces well against the opponent, which is very good at it. But at the end of the day, overall, it's just not good enough.
If we can put this game to one side for a moment, a chance to look back at 2023 as a whole. Obviously the big high of getting this team back to the National League and then starting the season how you have. How would you kind of look back on it?
Yeah, it's tough for me at the moment to say like we had a good 23, but I think in a bigger picture for us as a club, for our fans, I think we had definitely a good year 23 because we had a great year in terms of promotion. We had a great start into the season, but if the year ends like it ends now, it's obviously devastating for me, for the fans, for the club, for the owner, for CEO, even for our players. But the players are the only ones which can take ownership and which can take the can change it on the pitch, because we are just desperate to get out of there, or out of this situation, to say like get a win, start with a win, and then we can build from there. But it's not possible if you just turn up for 25 minutes. So it's a bit difficult for me to sum up and say like our 23 was outstanding, because just in the situation where we are at this moment in time, we can't be happy. But as I said, I'm still proud of what we have done in summer. I'm still happy that all the fans can see us now in the National League. But, and that's the most important thing for 24, we need to stick together. The team needs to stick together. Me as a manager needs to stick together with the team. The fans need to stick together with us. We need to stick together with every single one, because we need to understand there's just one way how we can get out of it. And this is when we do it together as a club, the fans, the players, me, CEO, owner, everyone all together, because that's the only way how we can deal with it. Because maybe our expectations were a little bit too high after a good start in the National League, and maybe we just realized now where we are. But as I said, we need to sort out, and that's my job now to get us out of there, and we will get out there. That's for 100% sure, because we see the right things. We just need to sort them. We need to organize them, and that's what we're going to do in January. And we will get definitely out of this situation, because we are far too good to just stick in there and say like, oh, we give up, we're not good enough, and we don't know what to do. We will find a team which is able to have clean sheets. We will find a team which is able to get points on the board, because that's the only thing what get us out of this situation.
You seemed confident that you can still fix this, and your team, didn't give up in terms of going forward. And as you say, it's just that defending and those lack of clean sheets, perhaps, which is stopping you from getting the results you want, seemingly.
Yeah, and you could see even in the end, we tried to score a goal. We are 4-1 down. Other teams would just sit in and try not to concede a fifth one, but we still go forward and try. That's a bit naive as well. So I like it in general, because the effort is there and they always would try hard. But we are a little bit too naive. We are far too soft. We are far too soft to it, far too easy to beat. And we need to stop making excuses, because we are here in this together, and we just get out if we stick together as a team, as I said before, and then we make the right decisions on the pitch to make sure we are tough to beat. And when we get this, and we get this on board, and we understand this, hopefully it's done now, because we had a good spell, and in both games we had a bit of positive things as well. We had 2 games before where we didn't lose, where we got 2 draws, where we did many things good defending. But as I said, this is something we will sort now, and we will get out of this.
And just finally from me, you talked about Bromley obviously being second in the table. Is it going to be a case of getting results against teams like Wilson, who you got up against next, and 2 defeats against Bromley, as disappointing as they are against a Kent rival, and not necessarily going to define your season?
No, they won't. But still, it was possible when you see both games. It was possible to get something out of the game. But now we see how the boys are when they come back for recovery, and how we can, how they present if they switch in the fight mode and say like, no, we're not accepting this. We go out of this and we come out of this together. Or if we want to feel sorry for ourselves and say like, oh yeah, we couldn't beat them and we are not good in defending or whatever. And as I said, if we stick together as a team, and I have to make some tough calls and right calls, which I will do, and I'm always confident, and everyone who knows me knows it anyway. I wouldn't give up on that, and we will make the right decisions to get us out of this situation. But at the end of the day, as I said, it's always important that you don't feel sorry for yourself. And yes, it won't define our season to lose against second in the table twice, but now we play against Wealdstone. They're very good on the ball. They're a good side. This will be a tough game as well for us. Then we have 2 weeks time where we need to make some good decisions and have 2 times to prepare. Than the other games upcoming for January, which are definitely more defining the season than the last 2 games.
Dennis, thanks for your time. Cheers.
Thank you.